Hi everybody, John from Little Riders here. Thanks for checking out our video. In this video, we're going to show you how to check over your child's bike to ensure that it's nice and safe for them to use. The method that we suggest you use is called an M-check. This method gives us an easy to remember series of checks to make sure that all of the major parts of the bike are working effectively. We suggest that you start at the front of the bike, and we're going to start off by making sure that the front wheel is firmly attached to the forks. And we're going to do it on this bike by making sure that the QR lever is nice and tight. Not all bikes use QR levers. If not, then make sure that the bolts on both sides of the wheel are firmly tightened up. Next, we're going to check that the spokes are all tightened to the same tension. We can just run our hand around the wheel there, and you should hear the same noise from each spoke. Look out for any broken or damaged spokes. Next up, we're going to check that the tyre is pumped up enough, and we're going to do that by giving it a bit of a squeeze, and we want it to feel firm like an apple. Next, we're going to check that the handlebars and front wheel don't turn independently, and we're going to do that by holding the front wheel between our knees and just checking that the handlebars don't turn by themselves. Next up, we're just going to check that the front brake is working nicely. We're going to pull it on and try and push the bike forward, and it should stop the bike from moving forwards. Next up, we're just going to check the frame and forks for any visible dents or cracks. Next up, we're going to check that the pedals are attached nice and firmly and that they spin smoothly. Next up, we're going to check that the seat is firmly attached and that we're not exceeding the limit marked on the seat post. Never adjust your seat so it's higher than that limit marker. Now we're going to check that our rear brake works. We're going to pull it on and just try and pull the bike back, and it should stop the bike from moving backwards. The chain should be clean and oiled. Looking after your chain is important for the smooth running of your bike. Don't use too much oil, as this will pick up more dirt and make the chain more difficult to clean. Next up, we're going to check that the rear tyre is nicely pumped up. Again, we're checking that it's nice and firm. Finally, we're just going to check that the back wheel is firmly attached, which it is, and there you have it, your bike is safe to ride. If you do notice any issues during the M-check, take it along to a local bike shop. We hope you found that useful. If you did, click the like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future videos.